Welcome to the show. I'm Kathy Ireland. Aging well means keeping the body strong and healthy. Fortunately, there are ways to eliminate toxins and free radicals to improve energy, health, and vitality. Bob Greska, founder and CEO of Carbon-60, and Joe Greska joins us today to talk about how Carbon-60 is making 70 the new 50 when it comes to aging. Welcome, Bob and Joe.
Thank you, Kathy. Nice to be here.
Thank you. Now, Bob, you're a longtime NASA aerospace materials and processing carbon engineer. Can you tell us more about your background and the initial development of your first Carbon-60 product?
Yes, I studied carbon in college as a materials engineer, and I worked in the aerospace business with carbon fiber, graphite epoxy, carbon leading edges for reentry spacecraft, and I worked on the shuttle tiles. I was a process engineer for manufacturing the shuttle tiles for the first shuttle that flew. So I'm very versed at process control and making aerospace quality products.
Bob, there's various forms of antioxidants. What makes this in C60 so unique?
Well, this is a new technology. There has been no antioxidant that has ever been this small before. They're all much larger, about 4,000 times larger in size. So this is what makes it, the smallness of the size makes it more bioavailable in your body.
So Bob, what else does C60 do?
Well, Carbon-60 also neutralizes toxins in your body, because toxins are, by definition, electron stealers. They want to steal an electron off a molecule in your body, making it a free radical. So the Carbon-60 will give that toxin an electron, neutralizing it so it doesn't steal one off and make a free radical and do some damage in your body.
Wow.
C60 is so unique to me because it's actually a power generator. And so as opposed to other supplements where you're adding a nutrient you're missing or something like that, C60 is actually aiding the body. So I don't know of hardly any other product out there on the market that is helping to detox cells so that they can function the way they're supposed to. That to me is just phenomenal. I absolutely would recommend this product to others. It's just incredible, the results that I've had, and it's wonderful hearing the experiences of other users.
Three primary things I noticed. One was energy. Some I hear call it vitality, but I knew I was getting older. I was staying very active in business, but I was just losing kind of an edge from an energy standpoint. So I noticed a lot more energy. Getting up fresh in the morning was a big part of it. Just a lot more alive. Again, it's hard for me to describe that, but vitality, or whatever the right term is, just feeling more energized and focused mentally would be probably a second thing. A lot less mind fog, brain fog, sometimes I've heard it called. So a lot more clarity in there. Absolutely, I'd recommend Greska C60. The results I've seen, my other friends have seen, have been amazing. Greska C60 kind of changed my life, to be honest with you. It sounds crazy and embellished, but the fact of the loss of pain in my joints, vitality, energy, mental focus, for the low cost, I don't know why anybody honestly wouldn't try it.
After starting using Greska's Carbon C60, it was surprising the change in my vision. I just didn't expect that. So that was right off the bat. The first hour I took it, all of a sudden I noticed that everything was clearer. It was a surprise. And then I see different people saying, what their experience is, and it actually seems as though different people experience different things specific to possibly their body. For me, I noticed that I can perform physically better, less tired after exercise. I don't have to breathe as hard to climb a hill.
Bob, what ingredients are in your product?
Well, there's only two ingredients, really. There's the sunflower oil as a carrier, and then Carbon-60. And the Carbon-60 we have is very small, round spheres of carbon. There come 60 carbon atoms in a sphere, and it's all pure. It's nothing but Carbon-60. There's no trace minerals or solvents or anything else in there. We're the only food-grade Carbon-60 in the world.
Also, Kathy, for those science buffs out there, we do have a lot of blogs and third-party testing on our website. It's very interesting and definitely a great read.
Excellent. Well, Joe and Bob, can you give us a demonstration?
Sure, let me show you something. Here, why don't you pass those over here, Joe? Now, This sponge here represents a mitochondria in your body, and this is where most of your energy, your food energy, is converted to energy for your body. And there's 1,000 or 2 or 3 in each cell in your body, and each cell is probably about the size, to keep this in proportion, about the size of a small house. So there's 2,000 or 3,000 of these in that small house. This is the mitochondria. And this is the big breakthrough here. The antioxidants that you get from foods are about this size compared to the mitochondria. So they don't work very good with it. And if you can see, the carbon-60 molecules, the smallest of size is what makes these work, and the charge carrying capability. And the size of these things, you can see there's like 4,000 of these inside this ball. And you can see the size, they're very tiny compared, and these are all in proportion. And so one of these works right at the mitochondria level. And so where the natural antioxidants you get in food, they don't work as good. And that's the big breakthrough.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. And it's, you put it on your face for wrinkles or age spots, or
yes.
Ingesting it, anything you recommend?
Yes, you can do both.
In about 2013, I started to have just extreme fatigue, and with 3 kids, it was pretty difficult. It was debilitating fatigue. I had skin issues, but the acute version happened in 2013, and I just got very, very ill. Went to several different doctors and practitioners, and nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. I wasn't able to take care of my kids. I was in bed, basically, for several months. And tried everything under the sun, many different doctors, and couldn't figure it out. Did a lot of research. I tried many different products, many different ideas. Greska's C60, I really felt like it was something different. Like the minute I took it, I just felt something was happening. And I actually called Bob after that first dose and said, wow, my energy instantly improved, like tenfold. And I could just feel something was happening. So I continued to take it. And right now, I think I've been taking it for 14 months. And it's improved my sleep. I was having really bad sleep issues. It's just been a miracle for me. He understands the science of carbon, which was something that's significant for me. So I decided to give it a shot, and I'm glad I did. I feel like a new person. I went skiing with my family in February, and I hadn't done that in 5 years. I think my kids feel like they have their mom back. I have energy. I just feel like a normal person again. And I'm gonna keep taking C60 for the rest of my life. And I've told him this, like, he saved my life. I would absolutely recommend Greska's Carbon-60. It is nothing short of a miracle. I think it could benefit everyone. I give it to my kids, so that says a lot.
I love hearing about the animals because I don't think that animals fall underneath the placebo effect. So when I hear stories about people just giving their cat like a drop or a couple drops, or I personally gave a friend's dog 5 drops a day, that it was like a completely different dog in 2 days. We have a woman who has like a 35-year-old parrot that was really sick and kind of acting like he was on his last leg, and he is just having a miraculous turnaround, and he's like a completely different bird. So I just love hearing those stories.
I think the most profound thing that C60 is doing is scavenging the free radicals that are being generated on a daily basis. If you take away the free radicals, you automatically reduce the oxidative stress. The second thing it's doing is it's removing toxicity. Plain old pesticides, herbicides, heavy metals, all of that. It's just neutralizing toxins. And with those 2 things alone, you're going to feel better. Probably the most life-changing supplement I've ever taken.
Wonderful. So where can people purchase this product?
Well, we have it online at c-60.com. And so we sell most of it online. We do have it in some stores, but the big place is c-60.com. They can get on there and purchase it there, or call us at our phone number is 720-600-6040.
Well, Bob and Joe, it sounds like Greska's Carbon-60 organic sunflower oil is great for people looking to boost their overall health and vitality. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
Well, thank you. It's
Kathy.
been very nice to be here, and that's why we say 70 is the new 50 with Carbon-60.
70 is the new 50 with Carbon-60. Love that. Thank you. And thank you for watching. I'm Kathy Ireland.